PPMA, Pakistan Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Association, Pharma Bureau. I asked them, I don't need a royalty. I just need to commercialize my interferon, which we cloned, my Park Derm, a skin which costs about less than 100,000 as compared to Euroderm, when somebody is burned, it's life-saving, 5 million rupees. So, and in all the studies that we did comparing Park Derm with Euroderm, they were equally good. So, the industry and academia, they somehow need to integrate, not work in parallels. Horizontal integration is most important. I've learned with time that it is almost impossible for me to convince an industrialist to diversify. Industrialists are very happy in whatever they are doing. They are importing 4,000 liters of a liquid, maybe lactulose, and packing it in 150 and saying made in Pakistan. That is not made in Pakistan, that's just repacked in Pakistan. So that is why our reliance on import is there on the pharmaceutical sector and almost all the sectors. The important thing is what was already highlighted by Vasi, that the dividends are only there when you are prepared to take risks. If you are not prepared to take risk, there will be very little dividend. Because the more the risk you take, the more the chances of changing the entire setup, including your own economy. So I think I have asked Haseeb sitting here, I gathered all the pharmaceutical companies in the University of Health Sciences when I was Vice Chancellor there. I said, here are my products which I made in the lab. Please upscale them. It's not my job as a Vice Chancellor to upscale them, to industrialize them. So I said, please do that. So we struggled and they were not willing to change. So I said, okay, let's do another thing. Let's do a reverse engineering. You tell me, I developed that product and you manufacture it. And because my ambition is that my product should be used by patients. It should bring relief to patients. It should save lives. It should save the pain and misery. But unfortunately, that hasn't happened so far, but I'm very hopeful with such events which is ongoing. We must look at our country. We may be thinking globally, but we must act locally here. Our needs are very different than needs of the West or even East. We are Indo-Asians. We are very different genetically and environmentally. So we need to have products in the university and have incubation centers, successful incubation centers within the university. And then make sure that there is a hand-holding by the industry and the industry supports it. Look at Pakistan. Pakistan will be the third most populous country in 2048. India will become the #1 most populous, and then China, and then Pakistan. India next door has 350 biotechnology plants. China has more than 3,000 biotechnology plants, because the future of the medicine is in biotechnology, regenerative medicine, stem cell. We have done a lot in the lab. Pakistan, not a single biotechnology plant. They only repack. They import insulin in crystalline form, repack and say made in Pakistan. So that is why I think unless there is integration at all levels and unless we do applicable research, unless we first think of what are the chances of this project or this being commercialized, we should think a lot before going into such projects. They will give, no doubt, an impact factor to the university, but I think the real challenge lies in commercialization of those projects. That is what I think what Vasi was saying, that one product, that is the thing, that we incubate it there in the university. We have successful incubation centers. Hardly our universities have incubation centers which they can boast. I think third such under Punjab HEC, Shayad Munir Sahab should give us facts and figures that how many products on the first, this is the second, in 1 year how many products have reached the market, what's the market share, that we have taken from imports and what is the domestic market. That so we have to train our minds of our children on that side, that there should be measurable outcomes that we can project and discuss, and that this is the most important thing. I hope and pray to Almighty Allah at the end, because there are so many minds, much better people sitting there than myself. Believe me, I know each and they have all been my Vice Chancellor colleagues. We have traveled together whole world. We have such good memories that I always relive. But I pray, and please join me in praying, inshallah, that one day these universities are hub of academics, but they become hubs of commercialization of these products, of their products. And so that the base of the pyramid, people who are less economically empowered, they can afford it. And life becomes, much, much better for Pakistani. And this is Pakistan which was dreamt by Allama Iqbal. And this